African people, solidarity to African children, solidarity to African people, solidarity to African children. We primitive Africans on the land continent, Africans, them the people that worship us. We refuse to be what they wanted us to be. We are what we are, that's the way it's going to be. We are born black and we are brown. No matter what they say, no matter what they do now. I give you the sun, yeah, yeah, my we want peace and love in the atmosphere. Yes, I don't know unity can make us progress. Unity brings strength. Let everybody man go down. The time we spend fighting, it's a waste. Let the enemy be red. This will shut home now. We must set our land to live together as one. Or we are going to perish together like a fools. With the civilians, I can go somewhere. Go somewhere. Go somewhere like a book. So much pride, and confusion, the people wishing to die. After those who are care for the wounded masses, hundreds of thousands of people will have been homeless. Incessant, I hear you, my African children, solidarity to African people, solidarity to African children, solidarity to African people. This is my song, and this is my plea. This is my song, and this is my plea. Youth, still young, we thread this clothes to run the dance with the love English bounce. Where can you see the beer is so brown, like the one they said now in my hometown? Some people are saying my music they don't like it because my music stopped them like a cat and dagger. Oh, the civilians, what I put somewhere, put somewhere, put somewhere, like a book. Everybody, go somewhere, like a book. Oh, my children, why you boy are making now? Go somewhere, like a book. Greetings, everybody. My brothers and sisters in the house, I salute you all. You are welcome to the Wounded Civilian Political Classroom. In this place, the truth is always our religion here. Today we'll be hosting our brother. I believe he'll be joining us any moment from now. Izoduwa, Mr. Izoduwa Amowie will be joining us any moment from now. So while we wait for him, we have to carry on. Today we are going to be talking about the relationship, with the tribes in the south, the tribes in the south. If really um, the south must come together, you see, this fight to make Nigeria better, or people crying marginalization, if we can unite, unite with respect. There is no way we can unite without respect. If we can unite, you see, solving Nigeria problem will be very easy. Unite by respecting each other. Most of these stories, I'm talking about what I believe. Most of these stories that is flying around now, is the story is not 100% accurate. Nobody can say all these stories we all are saying. We are kind of investigating our story. Like when you tell your own story, I tell my own story, then we kind of, to prove you wrong, because of the things we see, because of the things we see now. That is what we use to prove to each other and say, oh, your story is not accurate. My own is more accurate, because of what we are seeing now, what is happening now. And that is the reason why, good. You see, my brother here said it is better every tribe go their own way. That is better. That is better. But it would have been also good if we can unite, because when you say go their own way, to where? To where? You see, coming together as one to form a country is very easy than to divide. It's like marriage, husband and wife. Darling, I love you. Take the ring. Let's go to court, or let's go to church. Let's go and marry. It's very simple. But to divorce, the voice, to divorce is not easy. In Benin, there is a parable that says, I'm a belogo. To marry a native doctor is very easy, because when you go there now, you'll be eating meat. You a lot of meat. You go to native doctor house, you see them bush meat always there. But you marry native doctor, it's easy to marry native doctor. You come and leave the native doctor. That is the problem. We can just say, oh, everybody go their own way. It's easy to say that everybody can just go their own way. You can't just wake up and say, let me go, everybody go their own way. Almost impossible. You know why? I am a do man, a Bini man. I can wake up today and say, look, really, this is not, listen, I keep crying here, try to educate our people. The people that follow me, the people that listen to me, they know I don't hate anybody. They know I'm a lover. But those that forbid the truth, who think I hate, I don't hate. I'm a lover. You know why? I'll tell you. I make a video last time concerning some of our brothers from Eastern land. This our brother, this our Eastern brother here, not the Edos. I mean, Eastern are home. These people are living in Tammy. But some of these our brothers here, confused brothers here, they gather together and begin to say things that will bring division between the Benins and the Asian. So I make a video and say, look, there is no gain in what you are doing. It will lead anybody to anywhere. What we need is understanding. I make that video. I was very careful so that I will not go and say things I will regret. When I say regret, I'm not saying somebody's coming to beat me, because there are some certain things I do, say things that is not in my character before. Sometimes I just say it, especially when I'm talking to our brother from the south, is the Igbos. It's not in my character. Because I know my people are going to watch it, they are going to see me as a radical person. I'm a radical when you say, but I'm a very gentle person. That is the reason why I will show you my wounded civilian platform 2011, 2012, when I deal with religion. I fight religion. Religion. Your prophet is a fake. Your own religion, Bible. That's why people preach Bible today. I laugh. I eat Quran. I study Quran to attack the Muslims. I study it to attack the Muslims. That's what I do. Then I don't make video. It is writing. Keep blocking me. It was accepting wounded civilian. Before it was wounded civilian, they started blocking me. I got to use MacD, Marioba, instead of wounded civilian. Now they are accepting wounded civilian now. So I will show you some of my platform, wounded civilian, 2011, 2010, 2009. Show you something, there. Why am I telling you this? I am more than 10 years what I do. It was since 2000 when they removed after 2015, 2014, we started talking about they are bringing Buhari. Jonathan failed. Then, you understand me? So I started making video 2014, 2015. I was even attacking them, Diola, this Kipitri girl, and Sowore then. We were only 2 or 3 that were with these people condemning Sowore. Why are you blackmailing Jonathan? Stuff like that. Now, why am I saying this? All this why you cannot see me in something nonsense. What they do on social media, fighting, impossible. Rubbishing themselves, you can, impossible. So this is the wounded. I am always like this. So I make that video about this our Asian brothers. If you watch the video, I did not insult any traditional ruler in Asian land. I have not. I believe no Edo man have bring the picture of any Enoge in Asian land and write rubbish. We have never. I have not. Because I don't even have any reason to do so. I make that video. That idiot, they call that stupid boy, called me. The idiot called, I'm sorry, let me test, let me send a message like our brother is calling me. Let me send a message to him. So, wait. So I make that video. Then I was surprised. That idiot they call Festus called me. He said his name is Festus. This guy, his name is. Then when he said Festus, then I recognized the voice. Then I started swearing, are you mad? So he called me and started saying, hey, Festus. He was calling me in respect of the video. I was so pissed off. Are you out of your fucking mind? You have never called me all your life when you have been insulting me, insulting everybody. I make a video, I never insult your fucking. And you are calling me? What do you take us for? You are not coward in Benin. I hate injustice. When I remember, I'm a very good guy. But nobody can bully me. Nobody. Every day you make a video, insult your father, insult your mother, nobody beats you. I make a video, I advise your people, please, cool down. Cool down. That state is for every one of us. If you want the governorship to go to the Edo Central, it's not what you do by insulting people. You are just 15% of Edo State. 15%. Your people. You want to bring problem to your people. You're just 15%. 15%.
talking about the population and the land map. We, the Benin, 65% got some of these our Igbo brothers from the southeast. I don't think you people running your mouth, supporting this evil, supporting nonsense, all of that. I don't know what you want from the Benin. We are not owing you. We are not the one to give you people Biafra sometimes. Some of you. 65%. Then I don't know, it's about 20 something percent, 23%. The people you are, I don't know, they are the 15%. Orioma local government is bigger than the whole Eastern land. You are not trying to disrespect them or bring in. I'm saying Orioma local government, the territory of local government, even the population inside is bigger than, no, the population can be, I don't know. But I'm talking about the land map. The Orioma local government, of your local government, Orioma local government alone is bigger than the whole Eastern land. And they gave them, 5 local government there. 5. But Orioma local government have 1. You see this power we all are fighting for. Give me power, give me power. You see, in Edo today, no, the Orioma people feels, when will Orioma man be governor? Those our brothers have their own grudges too. That when they say they like Edoma Binima become a governor, he will come from Ovia. When Orioma man produced the next, those people, they don't, people might be, just like it can happen in Igbo land, it can happen in Yoruba land. You say, oh, people from this local government always produce the governor. Or what about the people from the other local government? Even though they speak the same language, but you have to share this thing. No, you are not the only one who need it. Because they speak the same language, this people doesn't mean they don't need it. Everybody need it. So I make that video not to insult anybody, just to cool down. Show what you fight over. You don't fight over these things. Cool down. Then this idiot called me. There is no way. Maybe what they do. They will just call you, record what you say, and take it to their platform and begin to brag that I'm too big for that shit. There are those we pick their phone. There are those we don't pick their phone. I don't pick people like your phone. People like that, I can't pick your phone. You must have a date with our ancestors. That's what I know. You went too far. Or like this boy, they call Monkey Face. Monkey Face, look at this, our brother. Oh Lord, I don't know if it is true yet, because the guy, the musician, the guy, I don't want to mention, I don't want to be part of those idiots. Like somebody lost their son, everybody using it to make saga now, using it to I don't know. The death of somebody or somebody's son. Bad news. Illiterate, fools, all of them now running their mouth with a little kid. Like, I don't understand. What is your business there? Attacking people. I saw a fella's son complaining. Those girls, those bloggers, they put it on their head now. Now it is, come on. Huh? So, when what happened now? Go and look at that idiot they call Mokifish. Go and look at what he's posting. Who built that idiot? It's the same Igbos from the southeast. Look, whenever I'm not saying, you know what I'm talking about, is not to disrespect anybody, curse anybody, insult anybody. When you encourage this kind of thing, they are going to, when you train snake, you think he's going to be biting those you want the snake to be biting all the time. The snake is going to turn back and bite you. So let's stop encouraging nuisance. These people are sick. Somebody died. You have been insulting your father. He never said anything. You are doing it there. You think, no matter what, somebody just lost their son. You are using it to be insulting your father again. Even our brothers, they from the southeast, the Igbo self, they are the ones saying, take it, No. Don't tell him to take it easy. Because when he was doing all these things, we were clapping for him, he was fighting for what justice? What justice are you fighting for? What justice are you fighting? This boy was a criminal, a thief, criminal. I've been crying here saying it. a criminal. So I don't know. We encourage fools like this at the end of the day. At the end of, you clap for them whenever they are on air. 70 people, 80, no, I say 70, 1K, 2,000, you'll be listening to trash. Okay, what are you listening to? What are you going to go in there? Nothing. Is it the lady, the naked ladies, them? Is that what you want to talk about? These people are mad. So I make that video. The idiot called me. When I recognize, oh, this is the idiot calling, I started insulting him. Then I block him. I know he will watch this video. Guy, I know you don't. I don't know. You are too small to call me. I don't supposed to like that idiot. They call Monkey Face will call me tomorrow. I'll come and pick you for what? Before I can pick your call, you go to that your stupid live video there. It will take 1 year. Crying, apologizing, and he will begin to say, okay, let's see how we can help you so that you will not die young. No, you have not done that. Calling me for what? Oh, you want to come and threaten me because I say something about oh my God. You see where you are now, where you think nobody can touch you, you can insult anybody. That's how I feel here. I can talk, but after you talk, these things you are saying. Will you be happy listening to yourself after you do it? That's the reason why sometimes. I invited those our Ika brothers. I let them understand. Look, everybody, every tribe in Nigeria, like that our brother, he said, all tribe go their own separate way. It is good. Okay, my brother, you can send me the request so that I can bring you in. You can send me the request. I can bring you in. Mr. Henry Chimizi, the same thing. You can come in. Imasuen, you can come in. You can come in. Okay, let me accept you. Okay. So, that's it. I see something. Yeah, the thing is loaded. You join us any moment from now. I said something. I have not bring any traditional ruler from Israel and rubbish them and say ill things, bad things against them. Because I have no reason. Of what will I benefit? Probably they can be my father. Okay, of what reason? The man is not owing me. It's not the reason Nigeria is bad. Even though must I start with my father? Must I start insulting my father because Nigeria bad? Must he be my father? I don't understand how some people reason. So, brother, join us. Okay. Hello?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, that's good. You are welcome to the program. Ladies and gentlemen, our brother, Mr. Imasuen, is here with us. Please, can you please introduce yourself so that we'll start right away?
Well, first, let me apologize.
Okay.
The program was scheduled for 7 p.m. I should have joined 7 p.m. I just my mic here was set. I'm not even for I'm just coming from Lagos.
Oh yeah, book him. You're welcome.
So I just stressed I should be able to make the program. So I'm here. My name is imasuen, amowie, izoduwa.
Okay.
New man.
A platform where the Secretary General will Gary platform where I couldn't really buy who were headed it, will lead there.
Formality in here.
Yeah, cool. And the bomb where might still stay for too long because why arrest here? So last Imasuen right away. Material area do you way area the benefit of those now understand do ni man say but area yo da meteme meye wo meya yaku ide de yaku e ga tama we even though in Nigeria man ira me ya asun do ira you must beat your father, you must insult your father e mi agbon ya It doesn't make sense to me like that. You understand? Now, my brother, last week, yeah, it is last week, because of what we hear on social media these days, because of some political gain, because of on a mass matritoma, my matri, I said do, if you do ni makin, you only swim any, ma look down on people, on other tribe, or try to maltreat my shoe lover, because you are somebody who based in Nigeria, in Benin, Gati Manaridian. Now, Edo as a tribe, do we look down on other tribe? Maybe because our population is bigger, or maybe because we have great empire, stuff like that. You know,
Well, what's it?
yeah.
Thank you for the question that you've asked. I have challenged different ethnic groups that makes up of the geographical space we now call Nigeria on several occasions. That Edo is the only place where, remember the last time I told an Igbo person or a Yoruba person, every other tribes or Hausas or Ijo or Shekiris or Isakwa and all of that. I can't remember the last time I've ever told any of them, or they ever told me that ethnicity was the basis of their acceptability in Edo State or in Benin City. Benin City remains the only place where everybody can develop and grow without anybody asking you if you are an Igbo man. I have about 3 communities presently at Igbobaha where an Esan man is an Okaigili. 3. We have had even Ijos, Rubos, Shekiris becoming an Ojonwe in modern times. You're not talking about histories of yesteryears in Benin. Most of the industries other tribes have been welcomed in almost all industries in Benin today. So, by understanding, Benin people are the most receptible people in the entire Nigeria. I've had a couple of our people were denied lecturing job in the University of Ile-Ife, Obafemi Awolowo University, because they saw their name that they were not Polari, or they didn't have a Yoruba name and all of that. But in Benin, it doesn't happen. Nobody talks about where you are from. We are that receptive. We don't talk about where you're from. In markets, Aleki, we do, in associations. Igbo people have a lot of markets, a lot of associations in Benin land. That cannot happen in these respective places or the respective homes of these ethnic nationalities. So it is rather not very sad that people are not saying that Benin look down on people. You cannot look down on people and you give them 100% welcome for them to strive and thrive in their land without if I'm having a quarrel with an Igbo person, for example, if a Benin man is to judge the matter, he's not going to judge the matter because I'm a Benin man or he's an Igbo man. He's going to judge the matter based on Ariabe, who is wrong. Who's wrong. This is about the only place you're going to see that, where nobody cares about your ethnicity. Everybody cares about who is wrong or who is right. That we copied from my ancestors. Sometimes I fought them. I feel that if I'm in the place of positions, I might want to change that. But I realized with all my years of getting to understand how our society worked in the old, that Irimaye, that's who we are.
Yeah.
That's how we built the old Benin Empire. We're receptive to ideas. We were receptive to excellence. It wasn't about ethnicity. It wasn't about whatever tribe or whatever locality you're from. It was about whatever you can bring to the table, whatever you can offer. These became the basestone of which Benin Kingdom was built. All right.
Okay, my brother. Okay, why? Okay, I should ask you the question now.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, good. I am somebody, that's me, believe that every tribe is unique. The language we speak, I believe it is God gift to us. Like if you are Asa, God created you, and that language is God gift to the Asan people to speak that language. The language we speak with the Edos, the same thing. The language, the Urobos, Igbos, Shekiri, name it. All those Onwa, people in Onwa, Afema, Auchi, whatever. The Yorubas. Now, but others believe in migration, that group of people will leave this place, go to faraway land, and begin and establish or begin to, to me, it is like a group of people might leave this place, go to a distant land, but they meet people there. There must be people there who speak that language. They will go and join them there. They will become, maybe if it is Asa now, they now become Asans because they now live there, their children lives there. So did you believe in that? Or you believe when people migrate from this place, they go to a faraway land, they can force their language, begin to speak different language from their, what do you have to say to that?
Well, there are different sides to look at the migration theory or the people who are migrating. There are different sides to look at it. Let me break it down so that you will the viewers will understand. Let's use people A and people B. Okay. Of, having a broader view of my explanation. If a people A that is living location A is going to meet people B that lives in location B, and the people A have been known to command a very huge history, a very huge strength, a very huge military system. They are bound to completely displace people B in location B, depending on the level of the influence that they want to achieve. If they want to displace them of their language, they can displace them of their language. They want to displace them of their royal paraphernalia or the content of their royalty or their administrative system. They can displace them. I'll give you an example. The Benins and the Shekiri. All right? The Benins and the Shekiri. Well, there were people in the Shekiri land that was already there. But when our son Jinowa was leaving with the paraphernalia of his office, he didn't even need to tell them who he was. Them realizing that he's a Benin prince, knowing fully well who the Benins are, then they subjected themselves to the rulership of Jinowa and his entourage. But there were other cases where the people had run or escaped or for whatever reasons, and when they got to another location, they needed to take up their newfound environment. Just like if I, as a Benin man, go to, let's say, Germany, for example, after some time, I need to start learning the ways of the Germans, start speaking the German language and all of that. So that is because their society is more dominant. I'm a migrant, so I have to look into the caprices. It's just like in the old, if other people were living and coming to Benin, the administrative headquarters of the entire land or Edo land, they would be able to learn the ideas, the ways of the life of our people. So it depends on the people that are migrating. Some will have to come with the paraphernalia of their strength and displace already existing structure. But some will have to leave. On getting there, they will have to imbibe the already existing structure. So for the issues of language, even the Edo language that you and I speak is not on its original form. Even presently, Edo na zevedo, Oluga se Edo na zevegwa. All right. If you compare if you go to some communities, if you speak with some old people who are probably 100 years old, who have never left their villages to Benin, if you compare your Edo language with their own Edo language, you see there's a very steep difference. Big, not even small. That means even our language that we think we now speak has even evolved over the years. We've mixed up with a lot of other cultural people, and a lot of our language, some of their words have been imbibed into our words, our vocabularies today, and some of our vocabularies has also been imbibed into their own vocabularies. It is a cross dynamism of culture, all right? Even at that, even at the purest form of our language, which my mentor, late Dr. Ayesene Hagosa, refers to as the language of the Ogisos, it's also different from the originality of our language, because every language has their classes. There are 4 or 5 classes of languages in Africa, all right? We belong to the Kwa Negro. They are the Bantu. They are the people who speak a language that has similarities to the Bantu. All right, but the originality is like there was a language that we started to have branches of these languages. All right, the Yoruba language is from the Kwa group, the Kwa original language. The Edo language is from the Kwa original language. These are issues that even the purest, the linguistics talks about. So even from the Edo now started to have branches of their own languages that broke out for. So we now classified every person that speaks a bit of a connected Edo language as the Edoid group. That is classification based on language. The Edo people speaks Edoid language. The Esan speaks Edoid. The Urobo speaks Edoid. The Isoko speaks Edoid. All right. It depends on having similarities of constructions of words. That makes then to trace your language roots. Our language root is the Edoid, but it's connected to the original language root of the Kwa Negro. So, so these are basically.
Go ahead. Finish.
These are basically how languages evolve. People has had original language, so it therefore means that if an Esakoma who speaks his Esako language speaks an Edoid language, because there's a similarity between our language construction, the construct of our language, how we speak it, how we pronounce it, and how we spell it. And it's very, very similar to how the Esakos people does theirs. So it's also similar how the Esan people does theirs, speaks theirs rather. It's also similar to how the Urobo and all of that does. So these are language constructs, and we classify all of these things as Edoid. Edo, using the word Edo, it's because the Edo language, it's like the parental structure. So all of these other languages, so they are parts of the Edo language.
there's a question. There's a question again. You see, when we were growing up, our father, especially in my family, they let us understand that the Urubus, the Shekiris, name it, other tribe, the Banke, go to even Ika, go to Kwani, they are our brothers. The Asans, people in Afema, Onwa, Isako, they are our brothers. But, we are related. But our father, or my family, they gave the Asan like more, am I going to put it like they are like more closer to us, like a brother. They are our brother. Even like this is stuff like that. That kind of, saying we are the same. They never say it when it comes to Robo, Chekiri, and the rest. But when it comes to Asa, we sing with it every day. And I know that Asa and Edo, we the Benis, I would say we fight a lot also. But I want to ask, the people in Afema, in Aoshi, our brothers there, and Asa, the Asa people more really closer to us, or it is the same closeness? Both our brothers in the let's say in Aoshi and the Asa. What did you have to say to that? The relationship, are they more closer to us, or is it the same?
It's simple. We shouldn't give too much emphasis on who is closer and who is not closer. All of these people who are related to Benin, or who the Benins are related, because it seems to piss some of them off, they have the same relationship with the Benin people. If you understand the geography of Edo State, of all tribes that are related to Benin, which one has the closest proximity to Benin? Is the Esan.
The Asa, yeah.
Is the Esan. So it is the proximity that gives them that inclusiveness of being closer. When the Benin says that they are closer, it is not in terms of relationship or in terms of bloodline. They are all connected. It's the same. It is the same relationship that we have with Asam, that we have with the Esako, that we have with even Farmat there. But it's because of the proximity. So as these ethnic groups continue to disperse from the center, they further begin to lose all the constructs of our social existence, whether through languages. Asans has more proximity to Edo, and that's why they speak a language that has very close proximity to Edo language. Owan has the second closest proximity. I'm just taking things randomly. There's also a more relationship in terms of language construct between Owan and Isako, because Isako seems to be father. Then the Akoko Edo within Edo State construct is the farthest, all right, because they are farther from the center. So the more farther they became, the more they begin to lose the touch of this language, or everything that has to do with the royalty or the socio-cultural beliefs of the Edo people. So it is about the proximity of these spaces that begin to, it's easier for me to call someone who is my neighbor, than to call someone who is 5 streets away. All right, not that the one who is my neighbor, he is more brother to me than the one who is 5 streets away, but because he's closer to me. All right. So every of these people that we say that are related or Benin descendants are by blood. You can, none of my brothers is by blood can be more blood brother than any of them. If I have the same, we are 4 now. I have 4 brothers. We are the same father, the same mother. We are 4 in numbers. I can't say my eldest brother is closer by blood than my immediate younger one. But I can only say that amongst all of us, I am closer to one, not by blood now, but because of how we relate.
Yeah.
How we relate, not by blood, because in closeness, we are all blood brothers.
Of course.
So I think that's what people should start getting all of these things and not giving priorities, or not trying to give priorities to where priorities are not.
Yeah, there's another question. There's another question. Now, we know the story concerning the Chekiri, how Benin Prince went there, even in some part of Urubu. Benin Prince went there. Name it, up to Onisha. Benin's a group of Edo people went there. I was listening to one first class chief in Onisha. He was narrating the story concerning Ezechima and the rest. But somebody like me believe Ezechima is a Edo man. Maybe they may pronounce the name. They are now calling the warrior or the prince Ezechima, because somebody were asking me that the man was Igbo man who left Igbo land to Benin and later returned. Otherwise, we don't bear the name Ezechima. So I was saying, to me, maybe his name is Ezemegai. So they now change it to Ezechima. You know, it is old story. Nobody can tell, because I don't believe the man was Igbo man, come to Benin and return. But that one, we'll talk about that maybe some other day. But what I want to say, I know when that, you know, to Onisha, to the Mika and the rest. Now, according to what we discussed before, what you said, like in the Shekiri case, people already speaking in Shekiri there, but the Edo people came and joined them there. And today they can say they are Shekiris, but they are our brothers. Now, for this, in Esan case, is there any priest that left Edo go and establish kingship in Esan land?
Left Edo and one establish kingship. Anyway, there are lots of Edo people who left to go and establish different kingship, or dukes. Originally, they were dukes that became larger if their people regard them as kings. They are kings. It is not. I've come to learn one thing in my years of relating with different ethnic groups. What the Benins have never done. That is where most of these people are making mistakes, that they will keep failing. What the Benins have never done is to force themselves on any ethnic groups. We have never done that. If I've been seeing a lot of videos of some people on the car matter and all of that, the Benins have never gone to a car land or to meet any car king and say that you are a Benin person. We have never done that. It's not even in our place. Yeah. We are contented with what we have. But we cannot fold our hands and see that when someone in his place of our board now says that I'm a Benin man, they will not fold their hands and say that, you are not a Benin man because you speak a variant of Igbo. People should be allowed, for what I believe in, people should be allowed to self-identify themselves. Wow. If izoduwa comes out tomorrow and says that I'm a Yoruba man. You do not have right to tell me my history. You do not have right to tell me where I'm from.
How?
I know where I'm from, and I should be able to tell you where I'm from. You cannot force me to believe where I'm from. That is the reality of the matter. The Benins have never, in short, when I give some certain presentation to Omo, He was amazed because he didn't even get to know some of these things. And I told him that this is what these people feel, not by what the Benin people feel. This is what they know.
Mm.
And if you look at it, the people that we have been meeting, the Benin people, are not the hungry people on the streets of Ikaland, of the Kwere land, or the Ekpeye land, who have zero or no relevance. The people we have been meeting are the kings, the custodian of their history. All of those, I saw some people doing an interview. Let them go and interview the kings in the Kwere land. Let them go and interview the kings in the Kaland. Let them go and interview the custodians of the history of their land. The custodian of the history of the people. The chiefs, the nobles of this land, the elites. Not one Igbo smoker on the street who does not even know his left from his right. Should not be the one telling the history of the people. Why the elders who are 100 years of old has a different perspective. So, if you want the truth of any society, you go to the elders. And moreover, I have never, the Benin's, okay, sometimes I looked at all of these academic issues or these arguments. First, I look at it from this perspective. What is the present state of Igbo today in Nigeria? What is the present state of Edo people in Nigeria? The Igbo people has more population. They have more finances. They have all the wherewithal, or however you want to put it. So I don't think any group in their right senses will, I'm just giving an example, I'm just thinking, I like to be very plain, I like to think out of the box. I don't think any ethnic groups like Bear, for example, will not say he will leave Igbo for Edo, except he's convinced beyond every reasonable doubt that is an Edo man. So let's leave there. If any of these people wants to coerce these people, let them go to their kings, let them go to their chiefs. So you cannot, if I've learned to say that the Ika people, it's an ethnic group on their own. I've always said it in several times. They shouldn't be coerced to believe that they are Igbos or they are Benin. Because
So
when
what you are
tribes
saying,
evolve,
so what you are saying
tribes
is Ika people, they are just ethnic group, just like Ika. You have Isan, you have the Benis, the Edus, you have Urubu, you have Ukuani. You know, there's a tribe.
Ishekiri. Ishekiri is an ethnic group that comprises of Benins, Yorubas, and Igala. Are they not accepted as a separate ethnic group? The royalty and the kingship and the tradition belongs to the Benins. Then the language belongs to the Yoruba. Are they not a separate? Even as I tell you now, Okpe people, they are advocating for them to be recognized as a separate ethnic group from Urobo.
Okay,
People were once naturally part of Urobo, but they evolved and they are now on their own. I have never seen where Urobo now begins to say you must be an Urobo person. Allow a tribe to evolve on their own. A tribe should be able, an ethnic group or a tribe should be able to tell you that we are on our own. Though we have the concept of our royalty and traditions from Benin, we have the concept of our language from from Igbo. But we have evolved. We are no longer Igbo or Beninese. We are Ika. And I think the word is too dynamic for some people to now say that you must be me.
But you, you said you don't want the side you are going now. You said you don't want to talk about these things before.
No. Okay, let me leave there. Let's go to the other side.
No, it's good. It's good. It's educative.
No, I just wanted to make that point. Every individual has the same God-given right to self-identify on their own. I as a Nigerian, I can leave Nigeria and go to the United States of America. And after probably 30 years, I nationalize. I bring in a green card. I become a citizen of the United States of America. Yeah. And I will not want to do anything that has to concern Nigeria. Yeah. It's my choice. The choice. That I'm an American. I no longer should be called a Nigerian. Yeah. Some people, after becoming a citizen,
the British colonized the Americans. They speak English now. That's their language. But they are still Americans. They are not British.
It doesn't change that. So if it takes taking microphone from one house to the other to change the people's history, the people's history is determined by the custodians of this history. And if the custodians of this history, the chiefs, the elites, the traditional rulers, says this is who they are, you want...
My brother, wait. Before you carry on, please, those of you commenting, kind of insulting, look, the WhatsApp number is there. If you disagree with this man, it's a matter of call or join us and ask your question. He can answer you. You say he's talking, all these insults will not change anything. If you really know what you are doing, if for instance you don't like what he is saying, to me I've not said anything wrong. He said let everybody identify themselves by themselves and say, okay, I am a Bini man. Let that person be. If you are Urobo, be Urobo. You are checking, be checking. That's what he's saying. He never said these people must be Bini or these people must be Igbo. He said let people identify themselves by themselves. You can impose your belief. Or my brother, listen. There is a day care in Benin, a day care. Other tribes, they have these market days. Can one tribe say they own it, that everybody stole it from them? Can one tribe say that? Go ahead.
It's always a problem that I have with our neighbors. It's always a problem I have with the Igbos and the Yorubas, most especially the Yorubas. Don't forget, I established that most of these tribes, especially Edo, Yorubas, and Igbo, they all have almost the same language stem. They have Edo.
Somebody just call. Please, let us pick this call. Let's see what you want to say. Okay, you can go ahead. It's something is not going. You can go ahead.
Okay. All of these people were originally maybe hundreds of thousand years ago, having one language that they spoke called the Kwa Negro language. Because we belong to the Kwa group, all of these Yoruba, Igbos, and even the Edo and all of that. So along the line, after centuries of splitting, they now became formulations of semantics, words, constructions of words that gave rise to separate, distinct language from their original language. Now, there are 100% possibilities that during the distinct formation of these languages, there were some pockets of words that these now separate ethnic groups copied from their original language, the Kwa language.
Please, if you want to call me, my number is there. You are calling through the... you that is calling us through the this very phone is what I'm using during the program. You can't call through this WhatsApp. The number, the WhatsApp number you can call through it, you know, is there. I don't know why you're calling me here. Call through that WhatsApp, because you'll be, when you call through this WhatsApp, you'll be disturbing the program. Look, our brother here, these are the things he was trying to avoid. He never come here to make you sad, but to tell you, if you don't agree with him, okay, tell us the reason why you don't agree with him. That's it. If you can convince him, you will, okay, thank you. If you cannot, then you learn from him. So those of you that is calling, you can call, but with the number that is my number there, not with this WhatsApp you guys are using, please. Okay. I'll ask a question so that we can move on. So there's hello?
Hello, sir.
Yeah, how are you?
Good evening, sir.
Good
So,
evening.
we want to ask questions, sir.
Yeah, you are free. You are free.
They say the Benin people have empire. We want to know who they captured. From the camp, we want to know if those people they captured, they say they captured many villages.
Wait. Okay.
We part of
okay, wait. What tribe are you? What tribe are you?
Eka.
When somebody say, you said Benin people said what?
They say they captured many
Benin people said, wait, Benin people, you said Benin people what? Like empire, I don't understand. Is that what you are saying?
They say they captured many lands.
Who tell you that Benin people said they capture people? Who did they capture? So to become, to have, to have empire, you must capture people. Is that what you think? My brother, you don't have a question. How can you say this on air? Listen, how can you come, why would you come on air and be saying, I want to know who they capture? To have empire is to capture people? Come on now, this question is not intelligent.
They have captured many things.
Me, I'm asking you, to have empire, is it by capturing people? You should be ashamed of yourself asking this kind of question now. If you don't know what to say, why can't you listen and learn? They say you are from Ikadeka. Who know it? You might not be. Maybe you are from Anabra. How can you come on air saying they capture people? Did they tell you say they capture people? Did they capture your dad? Oh my God.
I want to
my brother, look, I cannot even ask my brother to reply you because he don't want. This is what he's avoiding. Okay, don't worry, we hear you. Okay, we will answer you. Thank you. How can you call them be telling people you are empire?
Let me say this.
My brother.
Let me say this.
The ESL during the reign of Hengbuda was from a place called Onitsha Olona.
Okay.
Because the Benin people not
go ahead. They are gonna call. I will let you know. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Okay. The Benin people, amemobori ye nyogere But what he was always used, the syllable was always using obodo boink, or obodo nkem or so. Iya se obodo mbem. That was the name of the IAS. If anybody now allege that the Benins have captured the Ka people, why would then the Benin people, one of the Obas, choose someone as magnifying as a position? IAS title is the highest chieftaincy title in Benin Kingdom. You cannot make your captive an exalted position like the IAS. But there was an IAS from Ikala. So these things are based on fallacy. Sometimes, in order for you to, there's a way they used to speak this English, and I really can't remember. In order for you to kill a cat, you have to paint the cat bad. There's how they used to speak that like. So in order for some of these people to make it very enticing, unpleasing, for some of these Ika people to relate with the Benin people, they always give these ideas that we were always worried. Well, we didn't capture. They were the fights. If even within the Benins, that's what where you now call the 7 local government that makes up of Edo Saturday.
Hello.
All right. People within there, they were internal wars. Okay.
Hello.
Ripa.
That's what I call.
Call, brother, call. So, Odela is a more caliber.
Okay.
All that caliber. You know, say that we need call it that way. A call on a caliber. Oh, what? Me watch we on a caliber. Okay, man, again, no, Jimmy. A boss, so you are damn, like you are damn, a boss, Rea Nota.
Oh, maybe no.
Rea Nota.
Oh, maybe no. Tino, it's
you only want to give way for you
are right, because the question looks stupid. A question out of line. Only my matama. Conquer, we conquer who?
No,
Let's see, my brother. More the possibility if anybody might so on the question here, the possibility like that activity. Now we are spice up word look. We are not here to like come here asking silly question like conquer who? Is it to have empire? Must you like kill people? I don't understand. They said our kingdom were expanded to like Mali, Ghana. There are still some tribe in Ghana who still associate them, who still say their ancestor is from Benin. We never force them to speak our language or like force them to be doing things we do or become Beninese there. Even Lagos here, we establish the kinship there. People in Lagos, they don't even speak Benin there. There is no proof anywhere because some people now they are trying to say we were so wicked, we were so arrogant, we were beating people. How? The Shekiri never have that, they don't have that record. Urobos never say, just like you want to, so that people will look at us as if we are wicked. Just we are bad. And you have been trying to do this for years and you keep failing. It is time for you to quit. We are the adults. We always show love. How can you say we say empire? Okay, we don't have empire, we don't have a kingdom. Leave us alone. You want to understand? Igbo want Biafra. He must insert a do for Biafra. Yoruba man want to do. They must insert a do for it. Why do you understand? Hello. My brother, carry on, my brother. While you do
the point I needed to establish relating to the car areas and all of that is that every man has the ability to identify where he or she is from, and it should be left at that. If anybody comes out and say he's a Benin man, he's a Benin man. If I come tomorrow and say that I'm a Yoruba man, I'm a Yoruba man. You can't know me more than I know myself. So these all enticing, and I want to make it categorically clear that the Benins are not going around all these respective places to claim anybody. We have no need for that.
No.
It doesn't change our history. It doesn't make us less of a great people. It doesn't make us. We only do that which we do where we are invited. All my visitations to all of these places are strictly based on invitations. We are not forcing. We've never seen any of our videos anywhere where the kings or the nobles will not be saying that, well, we are not Benio and all of that. They are always very excited.
Yeah. Hello, good evening, brother. Good evening.
Good evening.
Can you Domo?
Cool.
Greetings to my brother Amowie Izoduwa. I really appreciate the good work he's doing. I was the one that called. I was part of your video call last week when that Ika brother was just saying all the rubbish he was saying. You know, that was the Ikana Igbo guy. What he was saying that I said something just like what my brother is saying today, that people should be allowed to identify themselves the way they want to be identified. You don't impose your identity on people. The guy started by, the narrative of the Benin's conquered Ika people and started ruling. Then that was how he wanted to start. And that was the narrative he wanted to paint the Benin's bad, or to make the Benin's look bad before the Ika people. But the truth is, all these things are not going to help us as a people. We are looking for a way we can come together and be united. We are related in one way or the other.
Of course. I
grew up in the north. I know how the northern people live. If a Nupe man, all of them in the north speak Hausa language. But if you're an Hausa man sees the Nupe man and call you, you identify him as a Nupe man and give him that respect and leave him. They don't need to impose their language, even though the Nupe man speaks his language and bear Hausa names. They don't impose that identity on them. They respect their identity. They call him Banupi. They call Gwari, they call people by their tribe, even though they speak Hausa language and bear Hausa name. But when we come to the south, the Wazobia arrogance that we have in the south, I don't understand. An Igbo man wants everybody to be Igbo. A Yoruba man wants everybody to be Yoruba. It is very, very wrong. And that is why that is the advantage the North always had over us in the south. It's high time we do away with this thing, and come on, let's learn to respect ourselves. Even if a community, even if they are 40, if they say this is who they are, respect them. Don't say because you outnumber them, so they must identify with what you want them to. So I really thank my brother Izoduwa for the good job he is doing, trying to at least let people know the right. This is the right perspective of how we should view ourselves. Self-respect is very key. I'm a Benin man, but I will never go out and impose my Beninness on any other tribe. I don't understand why people. I don't know why Benin is the problem. I don't also know why the Benins are just the problem. Thank you very much, brother. Thank you for the good job.
Thank you very much. Esama need a state of his own. He must insult the Benin before you go to Aso Rock or go to Fedra to go and ask for your own state. Igbo man need Biafra. He must insult Benin man. Yoruba man want to do. I must insult Benin man. Why can't you fight for whatever you are fighting for and leave the Benin out of it? The reason why I said, okay, anybody can call, I will just stop that now because we are kind of disturbing our brother. You understand me? Because he have a law, because he just came back from Lagos and he need to rest too. So my brother is very provoking. You see that I makes a video. One idiot they call him Festus. He tagged the picture of his father now and with my picture, just because of a video I did that concerned our people and say, look, we don't need to go this way, insulting, making video, trying to rubbish the Beninese. We are not this, we are that, we are bad people. I did not insult any international ruler because I have no reason to insult an international ruler there. Why would I insult an international ruler there? But every day you carry the picture of your father, you read blood. Look at Davido's son die. You involve your papa again, you involve your father again. I make just a little video. You are calling me, talking to me anyhow. We are not cowarded. They are those we are not coward. Only we need peace. And the idiot called me thinking I will be talking to him. I can talk to you. Or like this idiot that is calling me just now, telling me who you conquer. I'll be talking to you. Never. Because you must have a date with our ancestors. You must have a date with our ancestors. You think you were insulting your father alone. You were not insulting your father alone. You were insulting the tribe. You were not just like insulting your father alone. You were also insulting the tribe. This idiot make a video one day and say that Igwe that we do in Benin, it is Igbo thing. That the Oyoyo, no Yoyo, it is Oyoyo Igbo. All these Igbo we are singing hallelujah. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, I don't just know what these people want. They make the video, they said the Igwe festival is not our own. It is Igwe is now Igbo thing. These Igbo, they were all there. They were all there. It is their thing now. It is Oyoyo. You know, Igbo used to say Oyoyo. So we take it from there. So my brother, so this idiot sometimes it make me laugh. The level of stupidity that you will come on air be saying things you know that is not right. Why would you want to bring your own people down so that Igbo will come and clap for you? We are not targeting Igbo, but we have to change this character. Like, leave the Benin alone. If you want to leave Nigeria, do it according to the law and leave Nigeria. If we want to remain, we have the right to remain. If you need how the state, the population, like the people you people are clapping for, my brother, a minute, the people you people are clapping for, Edo, we are 65% when it comes to the population and the land map of the state. 65%. Edo Central is about 15%. Edo Central is about 15%. Edo North is about 23-25%. So politically, we have to work together. If you need the governor to come from Edo Central, there is a way you do it, not by insulting us. You can't insult people and say your brother must rule. I don't understand what you are really fighting for. So my brother, I'm very sorry. I don't think we're picking any course now because they are kind of distracting you. So because go ahead.
First and foremost, addressing the issues of relating to Isan. I've seen in recent times the acidic vituperation that some of these Isan persons have been meting out on innocent Benin people. Sometimes I wonder why. I've always learned in life to allow matters based on its capacity to relate within the confines of the argument. If, for example, if I have a problem with an Asan man whose name is Ehime, for example, I should be able to deal with a Hime as a Hime.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you have issue with someone called izoduwa, you should be able to deal with izoduwa as izoduwa. Not because izoduwa wronged you or izoduwa said something that was not right, they will not say that, oh, the Benin people are mad, Benin people are stupid, Benin king is this, blah, 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 blah. Well, when people begin to drift from issues and then begin to base it on ethnicity, it shows how inadequate they have with the power to reason. I've always said this several times when I was contesting as a National Association of Edo State Students. It was an Esan man who was a previous president back then in Ile-Ife that told me that over his dead body will he allow a Benin person to take the matter of leadership from him. All right, God having it. His name is Kingsley, I can still remember his name. His name is Kingsley Ahigbe. You know, Esan's beer Ahigbe, then the Isak or two beers Ahigbe. I can still remember his name. His name is Kingsley Ahigbe. That's what he said. He told me right to my face. But eventually became a president and all of that. I can't hold Esan responsible for his stupidity. I can only hold him responsible for his stupidity. These are issue-based. First and foremost, Benin has never been a problem of every ethnic nationalities surrounding them. Benins have always been blessed with the gift of leadership, with the gift of administration. I want people to understand these details of our organization. That is why we have one of the most organized systems in the entire day present Africa. Now, we discover people's potentials to push forth our ideology. Look at it this way. Let's look at all the ethnic nationalities or all the tribes in Edo State. You have the Edo people or the Benin people. You have the Esan. You have the Owan.
Yeah. Oh, we lost our brother. I believe he will call back. Call back again. Okay, he's back. Okay,
Sorry
back.
about that. Sorry about that.
No problem.
So,
Go ahead.
So I want us to be very practical about this. Now, you have the Benin or the Edo people, you have the Esan people, you have the Owan people, you have the Esako people. This is one thing that is unique about the Edo people. Now, the Edo, in the leadership qualities, in the administrative prowess, begin to think it's like someone who wants to start up a company, needs the services of a manager, of a sales girl, of a marketer, and then now begins to see amongst all of these people that we have had historical ties with over these years, who amongst them has different sort of potentials that we will need to build an enviable society. They look towards the side of the Asans and was like, well, these are great medicine men. These are great herbalists. These guys can turn day to night. These guys can turn night to day. These guys can say, this tree, move from here and go to the other side. This is an incredible quality that we need to expand our frontiers. Okay, come and be part of the ideas of an empire that we are envisioning. You have them there. Beautiful. When you look towards the Owan people, these are same people that has been separated by different instances. Then you look at the side of the Owan people. Oh, these guys are astrologers. They can be able to read the what's it called? What you refer to the modern day cosmologists, the astrologers. These people could be able to read the stars. These people could be able to predict the weather. These people can have a use. These people, they have invaluable gifts, something you cannot value that can be used in the propagation of our empire. They look to the A cycle and see these people and look at how well these are dentists, these are medical surgeons, these are dentists. Let's bring them. Look at other aspects. I heard they were talking about the Uneme people and all of that. Look at the Uneme people. They are part of us, but they have mastered from us the gift of blacksmithing, not bronze casting, blacksmithing. The gift of being able to make guns. Okay, we have the Esan people, we have the Owan already in the form. We need weaponry. Should in case we want to defend or we want to wage war against offenders. So all of these people were brought together as a unitary force by the people blessed with the gift of leadership, with the gift of administration. They were able to tap into talent. It's like discovering of talent. We're able to discover their talent even before they discover themselves. There was a merger, a fulcrum, a society that is based on excellence. Then, when we had all of these structures of organization, we now begin to push for imperialism and outreach of our boundaries. It was very easy because we've already been able to take care of some fundamental issues that makes us warlike. We're able to expand all of these frontiers, and empire was built. Then, after the empire was built, hundreds of years later, and a Domana comes out that I'm very happy that my ancestors were able to build these magnificent empire. Then one of them comes out, Esan, and say that we are not part of you. We are not part of you. And in 360-degree, now say that without us, you wouldn't have been able to build the Benin Empire. Don't forget, the Benins have said, we all built this empire. In other words, we have never at any time segregate or disunite ourselves from all of these people. But if you are not willing to excuse yourself from the glory that was once built together. You can't blame me for that. You can accuse me for a decision that you took. If you said that Benin belongs to Benin, so be it. It is not in my place. See, I've learned that it is not longer in our place of which to now argue on who came from each other, whether this came from this and this came from this. The Edo people or the Benin people have found themselves in the present place that they are now, just like every other ethnic group found themselves in every other places that they are now. All right? If you want to identify yourself as Igodo Migodo and not as Benin or Edo, it's beautiful. Like I've said before now, people should be allowed to identify themselves the way they want to identify themselves. All right? If you want to identify yourself as Idu children, beautiful. If you want to identify yourself as Ubini, beautiful. But in course of doing so, do not want to bring the other people down and climb. You accuse me first that all of what we built together, Anna took the glory. And I try to tell you that no, we are together in this. But you said, no, I'm not part of you. Then you accuse us of imperialism, that we always want to be on top, bringing the concept of the kola nuts.
Okay.
Kola nuts is not supremacy, it's respect. Kola nuts is not supremacy, it's respect. When you know where you are coming from, you decide to show respect. I was told of a story of a man who is from a tribe in Bayelsa State. I was told of the man, he's a king there. His son actually told me this story. His father and I, the king is late. His elder brother and I is not the king. He said when he was growing up, when they are driving from Bayelsa, they are past Delta, when they not get to Edo, going to Lagos, his father would come down from the car in any spot in Edo land and bring kola nut and pray upon the land and drop the kola nut and push now. It was just like the Catholic, when they are passing through the front of the cathedral or the parish, they will always do like this. The loyalty to the cross.
Yeah.
That was what his father was doing for years before he died. Anytime. So one day, he now asked his father, why do you do that? He was like, you're supposed to know it's our ancestral home. We might not be here anymore. We are in far away Bayelsa State, but we are originally from here. And it is my loyalty to this soil that breeded us. So the concept of kola nut is not supremacy, like some people think it is. It's a concept of respect. It's a concept of respect. But I'll leave it that way. Now, you accuse these people of being supreme. You do 360-degree, and you now begin to tell everyone that actually you guys were in charge. I don't know whether you understand. You say that. You accuse me that I'm always bossing you. You now do 360-degree that actually I am the boss. You accuse me of being a supremacist, but you do 360-degree and say that you are in charge. It means that you are not just comfortable with the position that you are, not that you hate me, but because you want to be on top. And you feel that until you bring these people down, that is the only way you can be on top. Area where and aware in now awareness. You cannot go back in time to undo what has been done. That is what I'm trying to let them know. it is devastating. I always give an example. If you understand how to play on a Benin man's pride, you continue to be on top of a Benin man without the Benin man knowing. The ancestors of the old allow other Benin people glorify the one in the ancestral home. And those people feed on pride. Sometimes is unnecessary. And allow us slip off. And why you take the exotic positions. Before now, the Benins were not interested in taking political leadership of the states, because other of our people were massaging our egos. I was here. But the time they tried to not take that ego from us, all right? Are we managed to Agmano?
Exactly.
And now, because we're trying to undo what has been done, thereby it is like a shift of events. It's like a shift of events. Those people start getting interested in the leadership position of the state. And that is why some of them are now crying. It has not even started.
But I want to ask you a question. You can see, without being true, nobody can deny the fact that this group of people, although to me, I call them confused people, who feels whatever they are fighting for is to rubbish us, say ill things about us, to blackmail us, before, they feel when they do that, people will begin to accept them. They will get whatever they are fighting for. What do we supposed to do? Because to me, people like you, me, we are very few. This social media thing is very powerful. Nobody can deny that. People sometimes listen to social media even more than the way they used to listen, watch their television and radio. These people, when you go to YouTube today, you just say Benin Empire. You want to learn about the Benin Kingdom, Benin people. You will see some negative videos of this. I don't want to use the language, I call them names, I am not happy. Maybe because I Google all the time. Americans, the Russians. Sometimes you want to say, okay, let me go and say the Benin Empire and learn something about the Benin Kingdom. Then you begin to see things that is not, it has never happened like that before. And sometimes the people that put it there, those nasty videos, people supposed to come from that same region. I mean, they're supposed to come from Benin. So what are we not supposed to be reporting these people? What do you think we should be doing? We cannot just fold our hands. People like you, maybe you, me, I think 6 or 7, it's not even up to 5. The rest people think, oh, let them, it doesn't matter. It matters. Because if you go to YouTube really, just write Benin Kingdom, you will see all these monkeys talking trash all in there. I don't know. So what are we supposed to do for now?
Anyway, the truth is this. We have a society that is based on the society that as Nigeria has built or African has built over the years is a speculative society. If a white man wants to know about details of a thing, they don't go to Google, they don't go to Facebook, they don't go to YouTube. They would rather go to text books or the source, the people. Videos on YouTube, on Facebook, is at best speculative history. If I want to write something that will last the test of time, will be a book. That is when you have people who can review it or not. Not on YouTube and all of that. But either way, we're doing all we can to also allow people, when they listen to A and they listen to B, they'll be able to understand the difference between facts, hungry. You know, some of these people, you know, I've learned something. I'll tell you I've learned something a few months or few years ago. I've learned something. Our people, you see, maybe these are video, maybe at best, you and I are going to be having 200 views or something. But if you're talking about some very irresponsible, useless things, when I don't know where you are,
Never any.
5,000 views. That's our people. So, if, for example, you've been doing a live video for a while and you were having 50 views or 100 views and all of that, and maybe one day you just discuss propaganda and you have 700 views, we'll continue to start looking for more propagandas to discuss because it is what draws traffic. Not when they now know that the more traffic, the more money. So these people, most especially, might not even be doing these things because they believe in it. They just want the traffic. There's a lot of hunger in Nigeria. Or even in overseas. They don't do live videos. I don't think they have all the time to spend 5 hours analyzing and irrelevant issues. All right. I'm even finding it difficult to even do 1 hour video on Sundays because I work from Monday to Sundays. It drains me. It drains me. But you have people who talks barely 10 hours out of 24 hours. Irresponsible issues, and they get a lot of traffic. So what I'm trying to say in the end sense is that people now begin to see Benin as a very hot topic. And the only way you and I, if I say a normal topic, then I'm a video now, no kind two irresponsible Benin people insulting themselves. I won't look, I won't spend more than 5 seconds. You can never see me. But I might be more interested in a video that concerns a high Oba Benin and all of that. And that is where they will always want to be dragging where I did their live videos. All for traffic. If Benin people stop listening to irresponsible videos, it will do us a very great favor. If we stop speaking about irresponsible, I have reasons. I know some idiots, Otesa, that speaks ill of us. I don't want to mention them because I don't give relevance. What I have done in all of these years, I don't mention people's name. I think there's only one person I've ever mentioned her name was Nekme Obasoge. Because I was paying for what she did and all of that. But I don't mention people's name. A lot of people are currently stepping on my toes, doing a lot of things that I could have been using to do a topic and people probably drag them. But I won't. Because first, I don't want to give relevance to the issue. And secondly, I don't want to give relevance to the person. Because I know, why would I give a relevance to someone who I mentored? Why would I give relevance to someone who I know that by academic qualification or by intelligence quotient is far, far below me? And so I don't discuss about them I blank them off. We are listening to their insults. We see it every day. We watch their video. We are listening to their insults. We see how they cast aspersion to the royal palace of the Oba of Benin. But we are waiting for them. My child, but we are waiting for them. A time will come. We will remind them. We didn't forget, but we don't want to give relevance to the issue. Does not mean that we have forgotten the issues. There are people who will never forget their issues. Or in Michael, we have kept it. But Egega said, we will not tell them that what you think you're doing to draw traffic, to seek relevance, has discredited yourself and your people beyond what you've anticipated. And that is what I have always believed. So when people call me and say, you're on our way video, what I usually tell them, see, I say, a video nini ya only I have to beg him, have to beg Yagua. I'm a billboard, live billboard in the ring road. Now, going in there, you cannot insult the people and tell them to come and support you. You cannot insult a people's most respected authority, and you ask them to come and support you. Can never happen. And it will happen, and we'll remind them. So, Epa, the whole concept of what do we do, we'll continue to speak like we are speaking, knowing fully well that it gets to authority. Like I can tell you, there are a lot of Benin historians, Epa. See, any year, a lot of persons, I'm just like a young boy who's standing on the shoulders of a lot of people. I am a product of many people. I'm a product of my father. I'm a product of late Dr. Aishene Hagosa. I'm a product of Chief Sami Bedi Yasser of Benin. I'm a product of Mr. Akoryogi Obabaifo, who was the then secretary for the Institute for Benin Studies. I'm a product of one of the most learned Benin historian. He has a 2 doctorates on Benin history, Professor Lila Waswanlele. And I can begin to name names. So when issues like this always arise, if I tell you that, okay, Deo, I always go to them, if I see what's happen, why you be? Oh, okay, so I can't say that I know things. I'm a small baby in the midst of giants till date. All right? And if I want to make comparison of notes with all of these people, some of these people who speaks about Esan, I've always told them, I have more than 15 books of Esan collection, and none of them has denied their roots. I sent some pages of some books written by a very distinguished Esan historian. They accused us. I listen to videos, even if I don't speak on them. I think sometime one of them came out and said that if we and the Esan people were brothers and sisters, why did we fight during the Ozolwa time? Why was there war between the Ozolwa? Okay, just a minute.
Brothers can fight. 2 brothers can fight. Sometimes misunderstanding.
I just want to. This is a book done by Joe A. Ackman in one of my collections. It's on that for now. The history and culture of Ubiaja. Everything written here stated that the founders of Ubiaja was from the word Aza. Ubiaza. He was he was the treasurer of the Oba of Benin. So Oba was not looking for him on Alle. I went to form a place now called Ubiaja. In this same collection of books, It was stated clearly here. You know, there are some certain things in these books. It stated it very clearly that within the Esan, there were a series of war. The Upaja Emu War was fought in 1480. Emu and Ubiaja fought war in 1480. Ubiaja Uromi fought war in 1720.
Okay.
Ubiaja Ewaku fought war in 1870.
Okay.
Ubiaja Udo fought war in 1898.
And Udo?
No, there's also an Udo in Esan land. There's also an Udo in Esan. And there's an Eko War of 1950. Oro Ubiaja alone fought war with other of his people. Because Ubiaja was fighting war with Uromi, Irwa, Emu, does that make Ubiaja non-Esan?
No.
Even the closest of brothers fight wars.
Of course. Of course.
So I don't want to go too deep on some issues. People should not be basing issues on sentiment without verifications of history. If you say that the Benin people fought war with the Esan people, it wasn't even the Esan people. That's where the mistake is always made. We didn't fight war with the Esan people. We fought war with the Uzie people. Uzie couldn't have represented. There was no Benin Ekpoma war. There was no Benin Irwa war. There was no Benin Uromi war. Oh, okay. Let's say Uzie is like a clan under Uromi and all of that. There was no Benin Ewohimi war. There was no Benin Ebele war. Or there was no Benin. I don't know whether you understand. There was no Benin Esan war. It was Benin Uzie war. And there was a reason for that. The history is very clear, it's very plain. Although the history that they have upturned, that they didn't have Bozolwa, they killed Ozolwa, they buried Ozolwa. Ozolwa was buried in Uzie and all of that. But those are just figments of the imaginations. Those are fallacies of the highest order. We all know the war, how it was documented. No Esan historian been able to write them, except the ones on Facebook. All right, except the ones on Facebook. But these are history that must be put in right perspective. So, when a person have an issue with a person, it should not be it should not be an ethnicity issue. Now, what pains me most in all of these drama is that even if the Benin people have wronged you to the very highest accord, in one of the resolutions, when I was with some chiefs from Warri Kingdom and some notable historians who are my colleagues from Warri, I told them that in summation, when we're having a lot of debates that concern Shekiri and Benin, I know they are seeing misbehaving online, but I've already told them what I've told them. I've told them, you know, I always find a way of resolving issues. I always use one word to resolve issues. One word, just like when I was talking about Ika, people are to self-identify themselves. Allow people to identify themselves who they are. I also use one word. I told them that it is with all agreement of history. Jinua was the son of Obaolua. So all kings of Warri are descendants of that Jinua, who was the son of Obaolua. And Obaolua are descendants of every other Obas before him. And the descendants of Obaolua, who are not the Obas of Benin, the direct descendants of them, who are still sitting on the throne of Obaolua, they have all come out to say that they are not from Ile-Ife. Then an appendage, a branch, is not telling a tree, like a stem of a wood. The branch is not telling the stem where the root is. The branch of a tree is telling the stem where the root is. Is it not the stem that's supposed to tell the branch where the root is?
Exactly.
I want taking wakere, or taking wakere.
Of course.
And I told them that this matter of whether Oba Benin came from Ife does not concern the Shekiri people.
No.
It is between the Benis and the Ilefe or the Yoruba people.
Of course.
Not the Shekiri people, because you are branches. A stem agwan then a branch agwan, they can stem ye. On the matters of the roots, when you do not have direct access to the roots, we have direct access to the root. We are supposed to tell you where your root is, and not the other way around. So that on matters of Ilefe, if any Shekiri people tells me, I just said that you are branches, so you don't. Why is them? You can't speak on the matter that concerns the stem and the root. You are branches. So it's the same thing. When an ethnic group or some certain people from an ethnic group, even with the obvious hatred for us, it should stop at that. If you hate the Benin, you hate the Benin. Everybody doesn't have to like us. But you're not trying to now rewrite our history to conform with your hatred. Paint us bad. Tell us our own history. When you might not, is it even possible you don't even have a secondary school certificate? You're not telling the history of a people that has tremendous historians. I don't think any tribe in the entire South region has produced more historians than the Benin people. The Benin were already writing books from the 30s. Benin were already writing national history on national dailies as far back as in the 60s and the 70s. And the earliest they can even trace their first indigenous writers, so it was almost 50 years. So the Benins have been writing history, have been producing cascades of brilliant minds, brilliant historians that I'm aware of. Then you are not telling, whenever secondary school, you are not telling an educated race like the Benin people their own history. Nobody has kept Benin history. Nobody has kept any African history better than the Benin people. They have kept our history for more than 2,000 years. They were not my years.
I listened to one little boy the other day. Because what we do here
is not to
disrespect any child.
Say we are all equal.
We are not trying to say we are superior
because
our prince went to Shekiri land, makes Shekiri people inferior. No, that is not what we are saying.
We respect every tribe.
We respect every tribe. You understand, man? We
expect them to respect us.
There is this little boy.
He was saying something like, they now twist the story. They are not saying because they come, we beat them, we make them our slave. That's the who call. So what do you have to, say to that? Because a lot of people, people that listen to people like that, they were all clapping for him. I said, look, this guy is just looking for you. If they don't insult us, they will not. So what do you have to say to that kind of party?
How do you understand the concept of Oba Moriri? The concept of Oba Moriri is a fearsome king, but it doesn't show that the Oba Benin is wicked. Oba Benin is always jovial. You see, he's always smiling. See, It's always a method thing. If I believe I am the best, I continue to carry my shoulders as the best. And I begin to behave in a way that every other person around me will see me as the best. It doesn't make me bad, it's self-confidence. You want the concept of Edonara Duko. I mean on the radio. On the Oha Nedo Muye every other person. It is not a single mawa bele mawa.
To me, if this matter oppress none of us in Lagos would have been speaking Benin. Those Benin in Ghana would have been speaking Benin. Ishekiri would have been speaking like both your tribe, your language. You know, I don't think we do that. To me, don't do that.
All. The point is, we had an attribute of fearsomeness. That's because people know that. See, they are only going to tell you one side of the story, but they are not going to tell you the true side of the story. Almost all the wars that the Beninese people fought were retaliation. They were retaliatory wars, not the first instance war. For example, the war that we fought with the Ubulu people, and Ogyobo. The war that we fought with the Ubulu, he came to Edo land, killed the daughter of Ezomo, a child betrothed to the Oba. The Benin Akure war, Osagwe was a chief that the Oba of 7 they sent to the Arakele, who was the then Deji of Akure. He sent him to tell him that there's a new king. Accept the chalk of good tidings. And instead, Osagwe was killed. We retaliated. The Benin Ida war, we didn't take war to Ida. Ida people brought war to us. They almost defeated us until the heroism of Queen Ida, after which we were able to chase them back. Before Basigena said, we have to take war to them. So most wars, 99% of the wars that the Benin people fought were retaliatory wars. You just come, you give me slap. If I not retaliate now, that means you give me another slap. They were retaliatory wars. So they are not giving a mental picture of that. We just walk in one money.
That means the Benin Kingdom, the Benin Empire never, go to a car and war them there and impose anything on anybody in a car or animal, because that is the narrative. That's what we are preaching now. They are not that we are forcing anybody to be Benin. They are preaching it to them now. They are not able that the Benin came.
How many wars recorded by even the Ika historians that the Benin people fought with them? In the first instances, we had a strong organization that the mere sand that Edo Mokode scares people. So what the Benins were only interested in was when they get to any place, they plant leadership. They plant leadership.
And that is what other empire were doing then,
that is what every empire did. Every. Tell me any empire that didn't exercise the right of their power over the neighboring towns. If the Igbo people had the power that the Benin had, they would have overrun the entire Nigeria and installed Igbo language. If the Yoruba people had the might that we had, they would have overrun the entire Nigeria and installed their language.
So, my brother,
The power that they have, the little that they have now, they are forcing people to be part of them. They don't even have the power. If they do now, the little that they have, they are forcing people that you must be an Igbo person or you must be a Yoruba person.
Okay. I have 3 questions before we go. One that concerns Ondo, but I want to ask this concern this, before I ask you the one that concerns Ondo. Yeah. Will you continue to see some people as like Obama? Because really, I know what I'm talking about. Me, I don't believe in. I keep telling you, you are my brother. You keep saying negative things against me. You keep saying I'm bad. I don't like you. To me, I will just say for peace to them. I'm not your brother. Stay, this is your space. This is my space. So, because in this case, you said something about whatever a woman do to you, if you are Yoruba man, don't use it to say, oh, the only do or whatever is a man do to you, whatever a Kama do to you. That person, like, think that person that offends you, instead of use it to hold it water. But in this case, because really, when you go to these people that is saying all this kind of rubbish, you see people like them, 200, 100, clapping for them, telling them, yeah, we are solidly behind this stuff. Do you think the time will come where, at least because me, I don't have that person, like, when you say man born in Oblata, I never go to, I don't know what is village. I am a do man. I will forever remain a do man. If people die, come back, because I believe, to me, to tell you how much I love, being a do man. I believe a do that you speak is the most beautiful language, because I'm a do man. I believe that Obama will say the same thing. So what I'm saying, as a do man, who love being a do, for how long are you going to tell your brother, you're my brother, let us not fight? And for how long? Like, don't you think the time will come, you say, you know what? I'm not my brother. And we are not the same. Yes, we are not the same. What do you have to think about? Don't you think the time about will come?
Okay, this is what I believe. I want us to understand it very clearly. Not till or 10 or 20. Whoever calls you his brother is his brother. Whoever calls you his enemy is your enemy. I don't believe that the Benin people should force relationship with any tribe. If you think you are not connected to Benin, so it is. The Benins are not connected to you either. If you think the Benins are connected to you, so it is. The Benins are connected to you. The Benin's history is too huge that we will not start begging people to identify with us. Oh, they're too big. I need man, but day by man. And the other way around. I'm not saying that we are forming supremacies and all of that. People, every Yoruba man recognizes Ile-Ife as his ancestral home. Every Yoruba man recognizes Ile-Ife as his ancestral home. Just like every Benin descendant ought to recognize present-day Benin land as his ancestral home. So, but if you not see that the present-day Benin land it's not your ancestral home. So it is, so be it. We may don't do anywhere. When you recognize the Edo as your ancestral home, it has gone past that. We've never begged anybody. We would never. But what I do believe in is that we should start seeing ourselves as being greater or bigger. All right? We should start seeing ourselves greater and bigger than everyone who has agreed that they are part of us. We are one and equal people. We are one and equal people. And that's what I believe in. It's just that we are the ancestral home. And that is, I think that is why they reverence us. Because it is where they came out from. If that now makes you feel that we are now puffing off our shoulders, that means you don't even know our connection. You don't even know our connectivity. Your elders couldn't have been wrong for giving you some set of conducts, giving you some set of conduct that you may follow, that your days may be long. Some set of conduct that these little boys of today, now I might have that they want to not try and change because they have a phone and they have free internet that they want to not change. Make me realize that children who do not have respect for their ancestors, children who not believe that they know more than ancestors in the name of changing the narrative. The narrative has always been there. You've been told that this is how it's supposed to be. Now you said, no, it's not supposed to be like this. There are consequences. They don't know now, but they will know soon. So, in conclusion, if anybody doesn't see me as his brother, he's our brother. If anybody doesn't see me as his brother, or anybody doesn't think he has Benin ancestry, or he doesn't have the Godo ancestry and all that, that's his headache. Like I've said, I have identified myself as a Benin man. And that is good enough for me. If you identify yourself as whatever you identify yourself as, that is not my business. This is good enough for you. And that's the tolerance that you tolerate what I believe in, and I tolerate what you believe in, is good enough. If you come out today and say that that don't before you, that is your belief. Me as an Edoma, and I believe that it is wrong. In that and I walk out. It is also my belief. So you cannot blame me for my belief. Rather, can I blame you for your belief? So that's the respect that we are talking about. Thank you.
Well, thank you. Before we go, concerning this Ondo, one way around up the program. Ondo and Udo, did they have any relationship of some Edos in the olden days? I know that Ondo, Udo, our Edo people there, they were having misunderstanding with the king. But I heard that some, during the war, some group of soldiers left Udo area to Ondo, something is not that clear. I don't know if you know the real story, what really happened, because this Ondo.
Ondo was saying Ondo and all of that. Ondo was part of the old Benin Empire. It was new colonial and post-colonial era that Ondo now became part of Yoruba land. It was never historically part of Yoruba land. Maya. The boundary between old Benin Empire and old Oyo Empire It's everywhere. It's at present day Ekiti, a place called Otu. A place called Otu at Ekiti, almost towards the boundary of Kwara State, where Ekiti had a boundary with Kwara, present day Kwara State. So from northern houses of Ekiti down south, we're all territories. We're all territories of Benin Empire, old Benin Empire. And these people, when I in near those states, because you know, the colonial idealism that makes us feel that Delta is far from us. Bayelsa is far from us. Ondo is far from us. But when we were under one inseparable unit, we are seen as an empire under the suzerainty of the Oba of Benin. Yes, there were some people who left Benin land to another part of Benin land. Because don't forget, Ondo, present day Ondo, was part of Benin land. There were some people who left Udo to other parts of Benin land that has not been carved as present day Yoruba land. We now call them Edonekwe, Edo Akure people, because there are a lot of Edo still in Akure, although they have been sunk in. Most of them are bear Yoruba names. But here in Mogwejion, I was in Akure 2 days ago. Here in Mogwejion, the leader of their head, they have been able to carve a niche as the leader of their head. It's Ojonwe, but however, it's not part and parcel of the cabinet of Deji of Akure. But they recognize them as Benin people who has huge, and this population is quite huge. That's why they've been able to stand their ground. And you have a lot of these people in Akure, in Owo, even in the Ondo town itself. So basically, there have been migration of people in both ways. There are also Yorubas who have also indigenized. Let's not get it very wrongly. Let's not make it a unidirectional thing. You understand? Let's not get a unidirectional thing. There are some Igbos who probably migrated to Benin 600 years ago and are Benin people. There are also Benin people, a lot of them, also migrated to Igbo land and are now Igbos of today. Some of them might even be stupidly insulting also. By the time we trace the ancestry to 800 years, they might be shocked that even more than us. Even more than us.
Even in the
it's possible. It's possible. I'm having a low battery, so I have to run up. My phone is working.
Appreciate. I hope a lot of people like it today. Thank you, and great family for me.
All right.
So we have to let our brother go, and this is where we'll call it a day today. Please, you see, whatever we say, this program is not to belittle anybody. You see, I've asked him a lot of questions, and I like the way he put things. We are not here to say we are more superior. You are inferior. And also to beg dues, whatever you claim you are fighting for, you can fight, you can, fight for whatever you are fighting for without including us. If, for instance, you are Igbo man, you want Ika to be Igbo, you can do that with love. Tell Ika people you must be Igbo, just like what Fulani did in the past in the north. Maybe that is the reason why you don't, have your Biafra. Do it with love. You don't need to create enmity everywhere. You don't need to attack this tribe, because the tribe you're attacking, we have to fight back. They will fight you back, and there will be confusion, because all this fighting, you are this, you must be that, don't really, to me, it's irrelevant. And if you think, because you don't like me now, I don't speak for the Benin. I can't come here and tell you the Benin people say, the Benin people we are doing this, the Benin people must do that. I can't say that because I don't speak for the Benin. But if I have the right to do something because I'm a Benin man, but to tell you I speak for them, I don't have that power. Just like you that is rubbishing, trying to rubbish us, trying to criticize or say ill things against the Beninese. I don't think your people send you too. That is the reason why this our brothers say, let's treat these people, take care of them, not without including their tribe. So me, I don't hate anybody. I keep telling the Igbos in the house, I don't hate you. I don't even have any reason hating you. But I must continue to tell you the truth, that this is the truth. Without the truth, nobody is going to be free. Nobody is going to be free. So we are going to bring in another guest. We will be bringing, people like him, not just people that talk about politics, that know these things. This history is also important. I will be bringing people that, who know these things. And you see these people that is fighting themselves now, if not because of the way they are doing their things. We can also invite these people here. Tell us the reason why you are acting stupid. Tell us, like, this guy that called, although somebody said is that stupid boy monkey, asking, you say you people are kingdom. Who did you conquer? You don't conquer people to be kingdom. What do you mean conquer? You don't conquer people before you can be kingdom. Kingdom is not to conquer people. Having a kingdom is not to enslave people. What kind of question is that? You come on air asking, who do you conquer? Is it by conquering people? Don't conquer anybody. It's not a time of conquest. Yeah, when we went to Lagos to help our people there, the Yorubas there, what we do is this. Before I enter this program, what we did in the olden days, it's about kinship. Even the people, the Christians in the Bible, even the Muslims, it's about kinship. You must have a leader. For people to fear, for people to respect that leader. Everybody must see that leader. So I'm going to put it, a king that everybody must listen to. Know that is the king is going to enslave people. The king must be God representative. You understand me? This in the Bible, even in Europe, in Arab world, they have kings. You understand me? So more in that part of the world, we were the first to, I don't know, because we the Beninese, God bless us in the olden days. If you look at us, you ask yourself, look at the population. We are able to everybody say they are related to us. It is something we need to be proud of. You can't come up now out of jealous and come and rubbish everything. We established a kinship there in Lagos. We never forced them, they must speak our language. Did they tell you there we keep people there or we enslave them there? No. The Shekiri have their own stories. The Urubos have their own stories. They never say we impose our belief on anybody. Now you just, because you want likes and comments, hook up your own stories and just to rubbish us. You want what? You want state. How are they going to give you a state? How? Tell me, how are you going to get your own state? Even though you want your brother to be the governor, is it by force? Is it by certain people? How can Esama be governor without Edo people voting for him? How? How? The vote, the vote from that Islam is about 200. We are not trying to belittle people here. I just want to add this to it and go. So the vote from the Edo Central is about 200,000 votes. How? How? There was a time where Attorney Aneni decide who rules. For you to become a Senate president, you have to go to Urumi, go and Dombale for Attorney Aneni. Things changed about 6, 7, 8 years ago now. I mean 9 years ago, I don't know. During the time of Oshomole, things changed. Edo and Esa have been like this. We work together like this. We work together like this. And it can still be possible. It's not to come online and be threatening, saying you need your state. Go on, if you need your state, must you insult the Benin? Benin don't give you state. Go to Abuja. Tell your senator to go and tell them there that because your population will not be more than 600,000 or 500,000. Your population, you know it. The state, according to the government, the population of the state is almost 5 million. The state, the population in that state, almost 5 million. You are just 600,000. The north, Edo North, is about 1.3 million. So Edo South is about 2.4 million. Edo South, 2.4 million. The land map is about 65 for the land map. It's 5%. The state is for the Edo South, really, because one local government is bigger than the Edo Central, and they gave you people 6 local governments. The territory is bigger than like Oriom or Ovia. Ovia is bigger than the Olisa land. Ovia local government. Oriom local government is bigger, and they have one local. They have Oriom local government, just one. And I gave you 5. When you say they marginalize you, how? When we all were together, Edo and Delta was Bende, the time of Bende. Esa man, Abusali was the governor. Everybody, that was when we have this love, Akapi love, no tribal. All these things we do is not in our character. Then we are so united like this. All the cap fit wear it. I am saying now that Edo, they divide Bende into 2. They now have Delta State. They now have Edo State. In Delta State, the Urobo is the majority there. Urobo ethnic group, they are the majority there. Then we are saying in Edo State now, Edo is roughly, I'm talking about this, the last census of 2012, something like that. 2012. It's about 5 million people. I'm not talking about those in diaspora or the Asians in diaspora. I'm just saying this because of what 2012 census, you know. It's almost 5 million. And they're saying that 5 million, you are 5 or 600,000. No, you can't be insulting people and asking people the most. This is what you want most. You don't do that. And you are causing more problem for your people. If you want you go home, go and participate in politics, go and join APC, go and join PDP, so that you know what they are doing, or join Labour now. Labour is powerful now. Go and join Labour. PDP and APC will not determine where they are not the one that are going to tell us where the governorship will go now. There is Labour. Look, you say they do like they make a video and be saying they do people. How? Oshomole was the governor for Edo State. He's from the north, Edo North. He was the governor. He picked somebody from Edo South, like Yokorion Odobu. Ask who was the speaker. The speaker is supposed to be the third man there. If the governor, the deputy, and the speaker supposed to come from Edo Central. Did Oshomole pick somebody from Edo Central Sama to be speaker during its time? No. Okay. When he's leaving office, why didn't Oshomole pick Esa man? Because political party pick people from the majority. It's not good. We are not saying that it is right. This is what politicians do. Why if Oshomole is a learned man? If Oshomole spent 8 years, why didn't Oshomole pick somebody from Edo Central? Politicians don't see things the way we see things. Can't you see Obaseki jumping like a monkey for Atiku? Atiku to you and you, me and you here, it's like doing us some guy like is a Fulani man want to hand over to another Fulani man. He's telling us, ask them Fulani, would Fulani tolerate that kind of nonsense? Edoma will be president. After 8 years, Edo he will hand over to another Edo man. Would Fulani tolerate that? But he's in our state telling us to vote for another Fulani. That is how these stupid politicians reason. You think Baseki is seeing things the way we are seeing things. They are seeing things differently. I mean, you insulting this tribe, that way. No. Who APC will give their ticket to? It's between the people in APC. Me and you, we are not part of this clique. Who PDP will give their ticket to? It's between the PDP people. Did you have PDP ticket? I mean, card? Me, I don't. I don't have card. You don't have card. You come here saying this one will die, we go crazy, we go fight. We must rule. Work in area, my dear. There are rules. There are rules, procedure. There are rules. We have time, huh? And I'm giving you a spoon now. I have not even seen any political party picking somebody from Edo Center. Do your homework now. No, you're not by insulting. You will tell you this one. They cry like baby. Who wants to share country with you? If, for instance, like, I don't even know the people who clap for you people when you are doing what you are doing. What hey girl, your own state. What do you get for your like you talk as if like that there is oil in the Edo state, that the oil in the Edo state, the rest are using it to develop other region, and you that owns the oil, they are not using the money to develop. What did you have? How much are you contributing to Edo state ports? There are some certain things we don't want to say. You people should back down. Because I know what people are trying to do. When the election come up and I begin to say things, and people like us will not keep quiet because we love our people there. Look, the mistake Igbo man made, the mistake Igbo. Okay, let me use Israel for example. You see that state, Israel, supposed to be Israel and Palestine. 1947 after the war. It was because of their fight they created the UN to divide Palestine and Israel between the Palestinians and the Israelites. The Israel took their own with faith and celebrate. Oh, we now have a country because they were killing them during the Second World War. All of them left their fatherland, went outside. They were dying like flies. So for them to have their ancestral home, small land, just small place. Our state a little bigger than Israel. Edo state bigger or like Israel, the territory. But Palestine said no. No. How would they don't need to share the country into two for them. They rejected it and went to war. Israel defeated them 6 days war. I don't know. Israel defeated them. Till today, they are still crying, give me our state, give us our state, give us our state. Igbos messed up during when we got our independence. I know Igbo, they ask now when you hear this, they want to die. But guy, your people messed up. You see Nigeria, that Nigeria, when you were fighting for independence, Edoma was not there. That's to show you are the one, your people who negotiate our independence. We were there like follow, Robo Shekiri. You sit down like this. Robo Shekiri is on, even some people, all of us do like this. Now, the Wazobia family, Igbo, Yoruba, now go talk with Igbo. Now come tell us, say us now talk. Now we say, hey, where would they now? Now say, we they Western region. After 3 years, we call the 5. We not do. We need our own. So what I'm trying to say, they hand over that country to the Igbos. The mistake Igbo made, Igbo people, Igbo politicians made, is what they are still trying to today. Igbos and the Hausa Fulani, they were like these brothers. They were working together. It was a Awolowo war in the Yoruba, in Azikiwe, Igbo, Amudu Bello, not. Those are the three guys who were negotiating. They were negotiating our independence. Igbo and Hausa, they can't do like this. They can't kick Awolowo come out. Awolowo now, that one can't feel cheated. Now all of us fight for the freedom. Now two they rule and you be president, you be senate president, you be prime minister. That one can't they do they can't beat them. Now, but something happened. Igbo made that mistake, silly mistake. Your brother in charge of government, a group of Igbo man, go organize a coup. That coup was irrelevant. That coup no matter. They organize a coup. Kill everybody. Leave their own. Igbo man don't want to listen to that one. If you tell her, you don't want to hear, everybody go there until they hear that there was a mistake. To rectify that mistake, now we still there. I don't want to take and go for make an end to this program. The same thing with Edo politics. If we don't use sense, we make the mistake, it go hard to rectify them. Now so politics they do. You see Edo North now. When Edo South and Edo Central they marry themselves, they romance. We the boof Edo North. The boof Edo North. Now Somule, now he come change the game. So, my Asian brothers, you see this story where I just talk. I talk about Israel. I did talk about other countries too, but I want to end that now. Is to tell you, make we use our head. Use your head. Use sense, keep the rat inside a clay pot so that you won't kill the clay pot and kill the rat. That's all I want to say. It's not what you did, giddy. Because you don't know this boy that is clapping for you from the southeast. Who clap for you? Talk like this, talk like this. Let them know you are a minority in the state there. Not be the money that they get for your region. Not be that they carry the state to. That they say, your region not they contribute like that for that state. Let them know. Let them know, say, see who you be for the state. See how you see your territory for the state. Not they act as if you want to follow the people. I'm not saying, you know what I mean. Make we do with sense. Because this is what they clap for now. They ask Igbo man who be Abriba. The people who they call Abriba for Imo State. Tell them whether they be Igbo. As they fight, Ika man must be Igbo. Now so they pursue those who are Africa. In the recent Africa is not Igbo. They are from Akwa Igbo. Ask them, Igala people, waiting for Anambra State, whether they don't rule, whether they don't be governor all their life there, whether they even get mad, see they want to do governor there. They will come here and tell you, hey, they beat you, you know, say they do you for you to do anyhow. They get the same thing for inside their state there. People they cry there, they never go solve the problem. They'll come here and come your own. Because now they jealous. They don't want me you to smile with your brother. Make we solve our problem inside house. Not be these people. We come from the southeast. They'll come enter. Papa and mama, they'll come put pentro, make the fire. They're not very happy when because really. Like just like my brother talk. You don't feel insult people, tell them, say, they're going to vote for you again. People will come to play that video. See what these people they talk about us that time. Oh, hey, these people. Now be the problem of Obi now. Obi not the right person. They'll go carry wetin Igbo man do for the north. Igbo are not our brother. Oh, you see that the kid is our brother that time before we war enter. Oh, now the kid is our we war enter to rubbish Obi. Now so they always be. Make we use our sense. Our sense. And for that Igbo own, where they say they go war. Igbo man not throw one bomb for not. He saying they go war. Ojuku. You not throw one bomb for the north. Now for Benin come fight the war. Now for Benin carry soldier come. Not be we beat them. Not be we kill the people for north. Not be we they give Nigeria. na mistake. Tell the people, see the Brazilian people, Igbo man, Ojuku can come Bini. When they get Ben, you not go Benue, you not go Kanu, go shoot gun. You not go Sokoto, go. No single gun is shoot for people. People don't even know where that word there. Now we weakness war here. Now so they tell you fight freedom. They go Lagos, they go do what? Now when something happen, people know they think before they act. Later they'll call it crap. Now here, now we'll stop to this program. Thank you all for being with us. Good night and God bless.